Right now, somewhere in the sky, machines are flying faster than the speed of sound. They are the absolute pinnacle of aerospace engineering, packed with technology that borders on science fiction. Today, we're looking at the best of the best, the world's most advanced fighter jets. Welcome to an epic showdown where billions of dollars, decades of research, and national pride all culminate in these incredible flying computers designed for one thing: air dominance. We're going to pit three of the most formidable aerial platforms against each other, examining the tech that makes them so special. The competition is fierce. Each of these jets represents a different philosophy of air combat, a unique blend of stealth, speed, raw power. We'll be diving into the nitty-gritty, from radar-absorbent materials that make them nearly invisible, to thrust-vectoring engines that allow them to perform physics-defying maneuvers. This isn't just about which plane is fastest or can carry the most weapons. It's about a complex interplay of systems, a technological ballet performed at Mach 2. It's a battle of secrets, sensors, and sheer engineering genius. So, before we even get started, I want you to think, based on what you might already know, or perhaps just a gut feeling, which jet do you think will come out on top? Is it the versatile, networked warrior, the agile Russian powerhouse, or the undisputed king of the skies? Get your predictions into the comments below. I'm genuinely curious to see what you think. Let's see if your pick matches the final verdict. Right, let's get into it. Our first contender is perhaps the most talked about, most controversial, and most expensive weapons program in history. I am, of course, talking about the Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II. You've probably seen it in the news. It's a single-seat, single-engine, all-weather stealth multi-role combat aircraft. And that term, multi-role, is absolutely key. It's not just a fighter, it's an intelligence hub, a bomber, and an electronic warfare platform. The F-35 program was born to replace a whole fleet of older, specialized planes. Think about the logistics. Maintaining separate aircraft for air-to-air combat, ground attack, and reconnaissance is incredibly expensive and complex. The Joint Strike Fighter program aimed to streamline that. The result? F-35A, conventional runway, F-35B, STOVL, vertical landing, F-35C, carrier operations. But the real magic is the technology inside. The defining feature: very low observable stealth. Its airframe design, radar-absorbent skin, and internal systems that minimize radar cross-section. To radar, an F-35 might look like a metal golf ball. That lets it penetrate deep into enemy airspace undetected. Inside the cockpit, the pilot sees the world like never before. The F-35 helmet, about $400,000, is a marvel. It projects flight and combat info onto the visor. If the F-35 is the American vision of a networked, stealthy, multi-role fighter, then our next aircraft is the Russian answer. It's a machine built with a different philosophy, one that blends stealth with raw aerodynamic performance, extreme maneuverability. This is the Sukhoi Su-57, codenamed Felon by NATO. It's big, it's powerful. It is designed to be a truly fearsome air superiority fighter. The Su-57's lineage is clear. It comes from the Sukhoi Design Bureau, famous for the Su-27 flanker family, legendary for their agility. The Su-57 continues this tradition. It is a large, twin-engine fighter designed from the outset for supercruise, the ability to fly at supersonic speeds without afterburners. This allows it to cover vast distances quickly and dictate the terms of an engagement. One of the most striking features is three-dimensional thrust vectoring control, TVC. The nozzles of its Saturn L-41 F1 engines can move independently. This gives the Su-57 an incredible level of post-stall maneuverability. It can perform maneuvers like the famous Pugachev's Cobra, where the plane rears up to a vertical or beyond vertical angle of attack, then drops back to level flight. While spectacular at air shows, this has tactical applications, allowing the pilot to point the aircraft's nose, and its weapons, at a target very quickly in a close-range fight. Now let's talk about stealth. The Su-57 is considered a fifth-generation fighter, and stealth is a key component of that. However, Russia's approach appears different from the US. While the F-35 and F-22 prioritize all-aspect stealth, the Su-57 seems to focus more on frontal-aspect stealth. We've seen the versatile, networked F-35, we've seen the agile, powerful Su-57. But now, we come to the final contender. An aircraft shrouded in a certain mystique. A machine so capable, so dominant, that its full potential is still a closely guarded secret. This is the Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor. And to put it simply, it was designed with one goal: to achieve and maintain absolute air superiority. It is not a multi-role fighter. it is an apex predator. The F-22 was conceived during the Cold War to counter the next generation of Soviet fighters, like the Su-27 and MiG-29. The U.S. Air Force wanted an advanced tactical fighter that could not be matched. The result was a plane that combined unprecedented levels of stealth speed, agility, and situational awareness. It was the world's first operational fifth-generation fighter, and it set the standard for everything that followed. The Raptor's stealth is legendary. Its radar cross-section is reportedly the size of a steel marble. This is achieved through meticulous shaping of the airframe, where every edge, every curve, and every surface is precisely angled to deflect radar waves away from the emitter. It also uses advanced radar-absorbent materials that are even more effective than those on the F-35. This allows the F-22 to operate with near impunity in even the most heavily defended airspace. But unlike some other stealth aircraft, the F-22 does not sacrifice performance for low observability. It is an aerodynamic masterpiece. It features twin Pratt and Whitney F119 engines that not only allow it to supercruise at speeds above Mach 1.5 without afterburners, but also incorporate two-dimensional thrust vectoring nozzles. These nozzles move up and down, giving the F-22 incredible pitch authority and high angle of attack maneuverability. It can outturn and outclimb almost any other fighter in the sky. This combination of stealth and performance is what makes the F-22 so deadly. An F-22 pilot can use their stealth to get into an optimal firing position completely undetected. They can launch their missiles and turn away before the enemy even knows they are under attack. In numerous training exercises, F-22s have achieved incredible kill ratios, sometimes destroying dozens of older fourth-generation fighters without suffering a single loss. The motto of its pilots is, "First look, first shot, first kill," and the F-22 was built to make that a reality. So there you have it, from the versatile data-driven F-35 Lightning II, to the agile and powerful Sukhoi Su-57, and finally, the undisputed king of air superiority, the F-22 Raptor. Each of these incredible machines represents a different philosophy, a unique approach to ruling the skies. The F-35 wins with its brain, the Su-57 with its blend of brawn and agility, but the F-22 Raptor takes the crown by mastering the complete package of stealth, speed, and maneuverability required for pure air dominance. It was an epic showdown, and honestly, picking a winner isn't easy because they are all designed for slightly different roles. The best jet often depends on the mission, but for that single critical task of clearing the skies of all enemy threats, the F-22 remains in a class of its own. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these jets is your favorite and why? Did our conclusion match your prediction from the start?